Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another walkthrough of another True Rig expansion. Today we're going to be tackling the brand new Neon Shred expansion, which, like the cover art and the name would suggest, has a little something to do with the late '80s LA kind of glam rock, but you can do multiple things with this. Still, it's very versatile as far as the tone goes. To give you just a taste of what it is, I'm doing the first British glam full neon preset, and it's a little something like this. So the whole idea is that you could basically do kind of like this big one guitar tone on one guitar. What am I saying? The coffee clearly has not kicked in yet, but you can kind of do like a both rhythm and lead on this. You know, it's baked in chorus, reverb, and delay. But it's not overly chorusy. It's not. It's they're there to kind of give you the that you don't need to add any of that. You can still, put more chorus, put more stereo spread, whatever you want, using your own plugins. But the starting point is, as far as I'm concerned, it sounds very much like the 1989, 1987, when everything was just super shrill. And speaking of shrill, I'm not sure if you can see that behind me on top of the Line 6 rack unit. There is an Aphex Aural Exciter, which is baked into it. It doesn't say because it didn't fit in the name tag here, but every preset goes through the Aphex Aural Exciter. And from what I've read from the elders of the internet, it was a fairly common unit on these late 80s guitar tones to get this super shrill tone kind of you mix it with the T75. Just a lot of treble, and it's not for everybody. This is completely meant to be a meme tone. This is late '80s glam rock guitar tone. If you don't like it, you don't want to buy this pack. I'll be honest. But yeah, JCM 800 with boosted TS 808 going into Marshall cab with T75s. Nothing new there, but I've tried to construct this when I was still using amp sims and stuff, and it would just take me way too many clicks. So this is kind of, I'm doing you a favor by just doing this one click. Brown sound. So we're jumping into the world of Plexi, and sounds a little something like this. So it responds to how hard you pick. If you slide the volume at full. Maybe it doesn't go all the way up, but I also didn't want to make this like the super screaming patch. So this is kind of more of like if you want to choose something to play your, like, this would be your rhythm tone and use the British glam for like the lead tone would be a good thing. But guys like Eddie Van Halen, they didn't really have like a clean channel. He just rolled the volume down on his guitar. Speaking of Eddie Van Halen, Crutch Van Crunch. This is kind of like, yeah, it's a PV 5150 with not like all the gain up there, but it's kind of like showcasing the crunch channel. Very mid heavy. So again, it's good if you want to do the Izzy Stradlin slash kind of trick where the other guitar player has this kind of tone and the other one's like, distorted to hell and back kind of tone. Very good to pair with something a little more. Maybe the next one, Glam Rock Boy. So this is a Rockman going into the Aphex and just, yeah, you'll. Yeah, it's got slightly more gain than the actual unit, so it's been boosted and just sounds more pissed off instead of the tiny kind of plastic tone that it has like out of the box. So Glam Rock Boy, if you're just looking for a meaner version of the Rockman. You could do thrash metal with this as well. Let's move on. Mean Glitz. Okay, so this is the Gallien-Krueger 250 ml with the original. So it's got two 6-inch cabs or speakers. Sorry. So this is mic'd with one of them, and so for 6-inch speaker, it's got quite a lot of shrill, but. I'm starting to understand why it was such a popular solution for studio use, because when you have those 6-inch speakers, especially back in the day when guitar tones were not bass heavy, you could, if you're doing like a spectrum analyzing on them, they're easily like high pass as high as like 250 even. There's not a whole lot of bass, so it's all mids. And this is, I just put a mic in front of it and didn't really think of it too much, and this is essentially what came out. So it's always good to not treat the 4x12 as the be all end all. Gallien-Krueger, baby. And then we've got Rack Attack, which is the ADA MP1. Again, it's like a different voicing on this, even though they all go the same cab, same everything, but the ADA just has a slightly different voicing. It's got that late 80s signature tone, I guess. Kind of top and shrill, which we all love, I'm sure. Last rhythm patch is this, the Texas full neon. So RG100. Again, slightly different voicing. someone with a lot more technique could actually like so if you're really confident in your skills as a shredder, the RG100 and the Plexi, those are the ultimate test for this. So RG100, I'm not even sure. Michelangelo Badio, from Nitro, he used an RG100, and countless others. It wasn't just a dime bag tone, but it's got a slightly different gain structure in there. Pack also has cleans. This is the JCM, the Rockman. The Gallien-Krueger. The Rack Attack. And the Silver Jubilee. It definitely, if you have a guitar that has a Floyd Rose, you will get the most out of this pack. It's pretty fun. It's not the most extensive nor the most expensive pack out there, but yeah, if like hair metal is your thing and you're just looking for something fun that you don't have to like start dealing with the chorus and the delay and all that mumbo jumbo on the side. One click Neon Shred for TRVE Rig. It's pretty cool. I would definitely recommend you getting it. And if you're looking to do like black metal or something that has a lot of shrill, this could probably do that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.